Mr. Lover, lover. Mr. Lover, lover. Where you from?
I was dreaming of Shaggy walking through the door, and then here he blows on through.
And he looks good. Look at that top. I'm loving it.
Thank you very much. Hey, let me tell you, man, Salvation Army, third barrel down. I'm telling you.
On that.
Let me tell you, boy. Hey, so did he tell you he's moved to my neighborhood?
I know.
Yeah.
We got to get into that.
My realtor called me.
I know.
There goes the neighborhood.
Value plummeted.
I'm going to tell this story in a second.
Okay.
Shaggy, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah.
I just want to say you're looking so lovely this morning. You're beautiful, and it shows.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
That song
Lovely.
with you and Robin Thicke is so smooth and so fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I don't put them out as often as I should, but I want to cultivate them and make sure they're right when I come with them. Yeah.
Do you just call these people up and be like, hey?
You know what? Most of my collaborations are through relationships, to be honest with you. If you look at some of my early collaborations, a lot of them are with like new artists. Like on Wasn't Me, there was an unknown artist called Rick Rock. On Angel, there was an unknown artist called Rayvon. I just did recently Banana, which was 2 billion stream with an unknown artist by the name of Conqueror. So it's really me just trusting my ears on songs and just go with them. But with this one, I met Robin at a show we did together, me, him, and Wycliffe, and we ended up hanging out in Houston, of all places. It was like the F1 was there. And we ended up just having a really, really fun time. And when I wrote the record, I was like, let me send this to him. And he called me back and says, yo, normally I wouldn't mess with the sample, but the way you sound on it, I had to jump on this. And he sent me the vocals back, and it was just amazing. And I was like, yo, let's do this, man.
Well, let's talk about another relationship, Sting.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first heard you and Sting were together, and I went, what?
Yeah.
I said that you read that wrong.
And they're best friends, like best friends.
That's my brother, man. I was with him a couple of days ago.
Well, you're going to be in his show.
I'm in the show. We just wrapped Paris. We sold out Paris, over 60,000 tickets, and over the course of we being there, and we did Amsterdam, and I'm going to Brisbane at the beginning of next month for 4 weeks to do the play, and then we're coming here at the Met in June, which you will be at.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm busy in June.
Well, yeah, no. You will cancel. We're doing June 9th to the 14th, Sting and Shaggy, The Last Ship.
Wow.
I know you're doing The Last Ship for a limited run here in New York City at the Metropolitan Opera House.
Yes.
Right? June 9th through the 14th.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've got the dates. Now I have it.
Yeah.
I was going to raw dog this interview, but I decided maybe I'll write some stuff down.
Yeah.
Smart.
Let's talk about relationships.
Yes, sir.
And this applies to anyone listening to this show, wherever you are right now, driving to work or home from work or wherever. It's about the relationships in your life.
Absolutely.
Look what a payday you've had, and these other artists you've formed relationships with.
Yeah.
We've all got these relationships. We have a relationship.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And something big is going to come. We're going to become billionaires because of this relationship. Yeah. I haven't figured out how that's going to happen.
Well, you get purpose after a while. I have never. I think Denzel Washington said, "You never seen a hearse strap a U-Haul strapped behind a hearse." Pretty much, you can't.
Say that again?
You never see a U-Haul strapped behind a hearse. You can't take it with you when you're gone, bro.
Yep.
So
I would like to just try that.
I'm
going to go buy a hearse.
You
put a
can't,
U-Haul in the back.
bro. You can't take it with you,
but
man.
think of all the conversations we'll get started. Be driving through New York City.
That'd be something.
U-Haul.
But you find purpose after a while that it's really people's lives that you've touched. Every one of these people that work here, right, and are part of your show, you've touched her life, this person's life, that person's life, and sometimes they're life changing. Every person, I wrote Hot Shot, and it was 11 people that bought homes and started their lives. When you go on tour, you're on tour, maybe 500 people who are truck drivers, riggers, concession stand people. That's 500 electric bill, school fees, mortgages, and one of them kids might go to an Ivy League school and find a cure for cancer. You're part of an equation. And once that realistic or that reality hits you, then life becomes easy.
It goes back to the old movie, Jimmy Stewart, It's a Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life.
Right? Had he not been born, how the world would have been a different place.
Exactly.
And so it's good to stop down every once in a while, Shaggy, like you're doing right now. Like, okay,
But you've been doing it for a while. Look how long you've been doing it.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years. And I've been doing about 30 years that I've been doing also. But think about it. There's going to be a time that you're going to go, and then you just can't find hits anymore. And you're trying to figure it out. And that's God saying, well, thank you for your service. You've done great.
Here's a U-Haul.
Here's a U-Haul.
Put it on the back of your hearse. Oh, by the way, our hearse is on the way to your house. So I was having a great conversation about you the other day, Shaggy.
Oh, bless.
About how what you do for music in the Caribbean is obviously it's your passion. It started in Jamaica with you, and then it just radiates out across the entire region. And why is it so important to always maintain those roots and always be a champion for other artists? In the islands.
So on this ring, as you can look at it, it's the crest, the coat of arms of Jamaica. It's on the passport.
Wow, look at that.
You know what I mean?
I'll keep that thing.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to give it to Gandhi. Gandhi, you'll never see that.
Right. And the motto of Jamaica is out of many, one people. So my grandmother was white, right? When I was in school, there was a Chinese guy that said, yo, wagwan, Shaggy, everything good. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? We're all just one. We've always, so in the music within itself, if you think about music itself and where, all these other genres that started out of dancehall music. Reggaeton started with a guy called El General that did two songs, Tupum Pum and Muy Bella Muy Bella, that was released on VP Records, then ended up being the first reggaeton records, which is now a massive genre. Kool Herc was a Jamaican kid that brought toasting over on R&B records out of the Bronx, and then you had hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Then you have, genres like Afrobeat that was heavily influenced by dancehall. You know what I mean? When you think about what the roots of this small country with at that time, maybe less than 3 million people, and the impact of that. We have a bobsled team and we don't even have snow. I mean, that's to show you the type of overrated.
That was an amazing movie, by the way.
Yeah, it is overachievers that we are. So that's why it's important for me to actually always carry the flag, no matter how I
love that. We should all be carrying flags.
Yes,
for
absolutely.
places, people, and things.
Yes, man,
we
it's
champion
great.
these things. But speaking of the genre, I mean, if you go to Spotify and you look at the biggest sellers in that genre, you are in the top 3, number 2.
Top 3, yeah.
Who's number 1?
I think it's Sean Paul.
Yeah.
At this point.
Who's number 3?
Bob Marley, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
It's between me and Bob. We go back and forth.
Oh, just Bob Marley.
So casual.
Yeah.
Just Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me check the ground. You just dropped a name.
We go back and forth. Sometimes it's Bob, sometimes it's me. So it's an algorithm. We go back and forth.
And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, purpose.
Yeah. And you got to remember, I've been doing, like I said, 30 years. I have, even with Sean, I have a whole decade on Sean. And to have lasted this long, you got to be good to last this long, bro. So congratulations.
Wow.
It's fat. So you're basically like the president of all of the Caribbean. And I say this because we were at the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival last year.
Yes, I was there. I saw you.
I know.
Yeah.
You pulled up. I thought it was genuinely a president of some country pulling up because it was like so many cars all together. And then I thought, who's going to hop out of this car? And it was you. And I was so happy to see you. But I thought, damn, who are you traveling with?
Well, I think it was the second time I've done that. So another time I did it with Sting. Well, Sting was playing. I just went over and bum rush his stage because that's what I do. But the wine and food festival, the food festival there is always great in Bahamas. It's like one of them things that you like.
I just
doing.
missed it. It was last weekend.
Yeah, it's just always good. I've been there just by hanging out, but now I kind of go there when they pay me. But
I kind of go there. And they should.
Hey, it's not a spectator sports here, huh?
No.
So that's that.
Well, so look, let's talk about Miami. So I was in a restaurant.
Yeah.
At Mr.
Italian
C.
restaurant, Mr. C, yeah.
Mr. C, in the middle of Coconut Grove, my new town, with my friends who are helping me with my new house.
With your new house, yeah.
And my friend Susie says, that handsome man at that table keeps staring at me. And I said, that's no handsome man, that's Shaggy.
Wow.
And she said, he's getting up, he's walking over here. And that was her husband to my left, Preston. And you walked up and gave me a big hug. She said, damn, I thought it was It was me he was after. I said, no, he wants me. It was so funny to run into you. And we found out that we live just blocks away from each other.
Yeah, sleepovers. I see lots of sleepovers.
I think Ricky was with me, actually, my assistant. And I was like, is that Elvis? I'm looking at him at the corner because you were at the bar.
Right, as I usually am.
Yeah.
If you need to find me.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, and you're like around the corner. Now, you texted me the other day, but I saw the text. I was traveling when you text me. And I was like, he is in my neighborhood now. He's around there. So, you coming down. Welcome down, man.
I'm excited about it.
It is fantastic. Have you finished the house yet?
No, God knows. That house is going to finish me before I'm going to finish it. It's a money pit, man. Every time
they all are.
Good God.
They all are. Where I live, it was a money pit. I'm getting out of it now.
It's going to be nice, though.
Yeah, it's nice
to be your neighbor.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So that's another thing I love about Miami.
Yeah.
It's so close to the Caribbean, and the music.
It's close to everywhere, man.
It is. Well, it's international city without doubt. But being so close and embedded in the Caribbean,
it's easier. It's easier in your pockets too.
The music.
There's no state tax.
The music. Is that what this is about? I thought you liked it because of the culture, because of the music.
I do like it for the culture. I bring the culture to it.
The culture of no tax.
But it does help you. But
let's talk about Lottery. Let's talk about the album.
Mm-hmm.
You go first.
I named it Lottery because I'm betting on myself, and I've always betted on myself. If you think about when I started in dancehall with Old Carolina, there was no record. iHeart has 800 stations. How many of them is reggae? 0. So how did a guy like me get on all formats like that? I really just operated as an underdog and say, hey, I was going to make music 10 times better than the average person, work 10 times harder with 10 times less and 10 times less sleep. So if I have an interview at 7 a.m., I'm there from 6. I know because of my genre, I could miss it. If, for instance, you have an artist from a more popular genre, they might miss the 6 a.m. like a Billie Eilish might make it. You're going to find time to give her that interview because you're going to wonder when you get in again. With a dancehall artist, I can't miss it. You know what I mean? So I that was my mentality going into music. So I went in like that, and it has served me to this day. You know what I mean? I've just always been a guy that bet on myself. So Lottery really embodies that. Me still betting on myself to this day and making records that I could just put myself into and say, okay, this will work. And really having your finger on the pulse of what's going on.
So speaking of betting on yourself, has there been a song that you got into a little bit of an argument with the label about where you said, this is it, this is going to be a hit?
All of them.
Really?
All of them. I mean, there's a documentary right now. It's called The Making of It Wasn't Me on YouTube if you watch it. And it's an amazing watch. It's about half hour, and it shows you what happened to that song when the label didn't want it and the management didn't want it and everything.
Are you kidding me?
And there was a DJ. That's why you got to
love. Are those guys unemployed now?
That's why, yeah. Well, all of them are, yeah. But you got to love radio guys and love radio. And there was a DJ out of Hawaii that actually played it, And after his 5th play, the phones lit up. And we were off to the races. It's the same DJ that actually played from the same album, Angel, and it blew up just the same way, So I've always had a great relationship and a love affair with radio, and I still think it's important to this day. So we're on it, and that's really how it is. So all of them, even with Boombastic, I had Old Carolina was massive. Remember that song, Boom Shakalak? Wine your body, wiggle your body, with Apache Indian, massive. That was a spin-off of Old Carolina. They were like 4 Tease Me with Chakadima Supplies. All these records were massive. Yeah,
the catalog is massive.
Yeah, those guys were all and when I came back with the next song, which was Boombastic, the label was like, "What the hell is this? This doesn't sound like Old Carolina."
Oh man!
But it was the first dancehall #1 to debut at #1 for Jamaican artists in the British chart.
Were there any that you put out that you wish you didn't put out?
Lots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots. I put things out under pressure with record company and management all the time. But in my hearts of hearts, I know I didn't like those records, and I was right. So that's why I'm really in control of my own destiny now. I'm good. After I left the majors, and I've just been making since 2006. I've just been independent. I did I Need Your Love, which was a big record here also, and all these other records. I did those independently. You know what I mean? And I've just been doing it myself and calling my own shots.
We've been with Shaggy for just a few minutes. All the takeaways so far. Bet on yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Believe in yourself. relationships.
Yeah.
It's
key things that you just need in life. I was just having a conversation. I said, hey, listen, it gets better when you get older, man. Apart from the aches. I could do without that shit. Yeah.
When you get off the couch.
Yeah. You know when you take, like, if you go to the toilet to go pee.
I don't. That's why I've been pooping in my pants the whole interview.
Like, you normally would just stand up and just hold it. Now you got to hold the wall.
Can you get out of a chair without making the weird noises that Nate makes when he gets out of a chair? That noise.
Nate,
That's a noise.
Stand up out of your chair. He always makes that noise.
I think we all do after a certain age. But the good thing is that if you to find being outside of your comfort zone is growth. Being uncomfortable is growth. Sting throwing me into a musical that I've never acted in and just saying, hey, you're going to do it, and then convincing the whole company that I'm the right guy and me going in there and nailing it, that's uncomfortable.
Good for you.
But that's growth. So I look for the uncomfortable every single time. And just to get up in the morning and hit the gym, I hate it, but I do it. You know what I mean? Because, I'm aiming for greatness. You know what I mean? And to do that and perfect your craft, you need all of these things. So when you get older, you enjoy it more. He's enjoying Miami now.
I am.
If he was younger, right, and doing it, he would still be he would never made that trip. He wouldn't have made that move, man.
Because I love Miami so much, I'm now loving New York more. I mean, and I'm
gives you perspectives.
You know what? I'm always going to be a New Yorker, but Miami's
always.
Miami's
I'm a New
right
Yorker. I know because I'm there. I love coming back to the city. I love being here. Every time I come, this is my favorite place in the whole world to be. Is New York City.
Wow.
So I just wanted to get your take on there's so many remakes of songs out there. Like when like an EDM DJ will remix an old track, like for instance, Sister Nancy's "Bam Bam Bam." What's your opinion on when someone does that, and if they've ever done that to your music?
They've done it to mine over and over. I welcome it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a guy that clears. I got in this game for on samples that people cleared that. Or Marvin Gaye on Bombastic, Booker T and the MGs, Green Onions, all of these records that I've sampled. Even now, big up to Bill Withers and his family in the area, stayed and his wife, lovely lady, who was for clearing these samples and getting us going. The publishers, they're fantastic. So I am the guy. If you sample mine, hey. I'm being kind. I'm cool.
I say, if you've stolen from me, you've stolen twice.
But you know what? We've all stolen from our genius. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, latino. We're not inventing the wheel here, man. I mean, everybody is stolen from something.
I'm sorry, Shaggy. You've invented a wheel.
I need some more cocoa yak. I still have my bottle at home.
Cocoyac, man. That was a dream that should have happened. You know what? It was so good.
But you brought that cake. You had Cocoyac.
Yes,
the cake.
I got that cake.
So
and
good.
I was psychedelic.
Yeah.
Stuff was flying past my head.
Me and John Frank, we're ready to go. And, they just made him offer. He couldn't refuse. They bought the company. Jägermeister bought the company. It was
Cocoyac. The best dream that almost came true.
My bottle is beautiful.
It is.
It's
a cologne bottle.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We built it like a cologne bottle, and it
You
just
got
worked.
me so high that day.
What was in this?
It still makes you walk sideways. Oh, but it tastes like a vacation, darling.
It
does.
It tasted like the Caribbean.
Yes, it was that good.
It was good.
No, yeah, you love your psychedelics. You would love some Cocoyac.
But I'm asking what's in it.
It's really it's flavored cognac.
Okay.
But it's coconut cognac.
It was so good.
Amazing.
Right.
Oh no.
And it's just, have some of her bottle. She's still got one.
Like little
right?
kittens were flying around in midair. Like there was a kitten flying in front of me.
Dude, it was so
Shaggy,
good.
I want to talk about. Let's go back to relationships for a second. Mm-hmm. You were sitting in our Sandals Caribbean green room a second ago, and you remember
nice sponsorship, by the way.
Yeah, well, I tell you what.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah, Adam,
you got to re-up.
And
Adam, you got to. Hey, it's nice and plush. I'm not even like. I've been to many studios. This is probably the nicest thing. I felt like I was on vacation.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
But I tell you, we have a great relationship with Sandals, and
yeah, man.
I tell you what. Adam, carrying on the tradition from his dad, Butch, who you knew Butch very well.
Very well.
You guys would call upon each other. This guy ran resorts. And you were an artist, but you found this common ground.
Yeah, I was his favorite artist. So he would call, when they were opening the new Sandals, they'd call me and be like, okay, perform and whatnot. And Adam has somewhat kept it also the tradition going because his dad meant so much to him. So it was a great relationship with his dad. His dad was a people guy. He would know everybody. I don't care if you was the guy at the gate that opened the gate. He knew everyone, and he remembered their names, and he treated everyone. He was big on relationships. So big up to Butch. He's one of them guys that's missed, man.
And we had lunch with Adam not too long ago.
Yeah, man.
The fact that they're keeping that legacy going, man. And
fantastic.
Works his ass off, and they're
yeah, he's a workaholic, man. That guy goes.
I've got a few resorts I need to go sample myself. I'll be doing that soon. Okay, so the album is out on the 15th, which is today. Yesterday.
No, that was a single. The album is May. In May.
Oh, May. I'm thinking.
Yes. Yeah.
March.
The single was yesterday with me and Robin.
Drinking cocoa yet.
Yeah.
The album is out May 15th.
May 15th, and it's also, I got a lot of great people on there. I got, Anthony Hamilton is also on there on the track with me. That's great. I just dropped a record with me, Barris Hammond, and Dexter Daps. If you into dancehall, that's a banger right now.
Look at me. I'm such a dancehall looking guy.
Right. Akon, me and Akon, we just dropped one earlier too. So there's a lot of records on here. Sting, of course, him and I team up again on this record too. So
didn't Akon just start a country or something?
Yeah.
He's trying to build like a dream city.
Let me tell you something. Akon's always starting something.
Good for Akon.
Yeah.
You don't build anything unless you start.
Oh man, that guy's a busy guy. That's also another pro guy, very professional. He comes in. I remember I sent Boom Body to him. He listened to it, and he just showed up at my house. Oh, this is good. Let's go.
That's not creepy at all. He just shows up at your house.
Nah, it was. I still had to give him my address. He didn't Google it. But he came through. A lot of people just send their vocals. He came through and cut the vocals there and vibe with me. Jeremiah's also out there on the album also. So it's a lot of great artists, and I'm really, really happy about it. I haven't put a record up, like a solo Shaggy album in 7 years, 8 years.
Wow.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
God, you really kind of slapped me upside the head talking about 30 years in this business.
Yeah.
Well, 30 years, not beyond 30 years, but 30 years, since you hit the side of the business that we recognize you.
Yeah.
God, we're getting old, Shaggy.
Yeah. Hey, as long as you don't look like it.
There you go.
I don't know. Gravity has not been kind to me.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. It is a blessing to get old.
Amen.
Simply means you made it.
Amen.
A lot of people don't make it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And the joys of it at this stage of the game is fantastic. I see things, because when it's so fast, when you're young, it goes so fast, and you don't have time to smell the roses because you're building. It's just that. Even when Hot Shot was going and Wasn't Me an Angel, I can't remember, and it's like a blur to me during that time. And I was on a whirlwind being all around the world. Now I'm making memories that are really great memories, and I'm soaking it up. And I have my children now, a lot of them are older now, and, they're like my friends. I have great relationships with them.
You
so
got
it's
a great
good.
wife, too.
Oh, my wife is fantastic.
She listens to the show?
Yeah. She's the biggest Elvis fan.
She's awesome. I'm not forget Shaggy.
That's why he loves it. And every time she sees him, she tells him.
She's awesome. She's awesome. I want to play the song. How long did Bill Withers hold that note at the end of Lovely Day?
The only person I see hold that note that long also is Sting.
Does he have big-ass lungs?
Oh, dude, that dude could hold a note like all the way. You run out of breath. And when him and I are doing the record, we get to that part, he makes sure we start it that he's the part, like he gets to sing that part. So I said, he's like, I got to sing that part. It's kind of my thing.
You don't say no to Sting, I guess.
That is my sister's wedding song, and her and my brother-in-law actually got into an argument because neither of them like attention, and they were very nervous while dancing to the song what they were going to do for the duration of that note. So they had the DJ just turn it down and end it.
But you know what? It's such a feel-good song, and it's one of the most recurrent songs every summer. And you can always remember where you are with it. And with Robin that we did, it's really a complimentary song. I might have said you looking lovely this evening. Some of that is missing today in relationships, And I just think just the compliment. If she gets up and said, "How do I look in these jeans?" You better say good.
Yep.
You better say good. Matter of fact, great.
Can I ask my alien question?
Yes. The best question of this interview with Shaggy from Gandhi. This is such a Gandhi question.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe in aliens? before we go down this path?
I think there are a lot of them sitting amongst us.
Yeah, there's one in the corner right here, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so, there have been all these rumors now that we're actually making contact, and maybe they're closer than we thought, like you just said. If you had to look at your catalog over the past 30 years, and you have to pick one song that we are going to play for the aliens to introduce them to Earth and to you, what is the song?
Bombastic.
Okay.
Yeah. It sounds alien anyway. Mr. Lover, lover. Mr. Lover, lover. Where you from? Mr. What planet? Mr. Lover, lover. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, they'll relate to that.
I know you're right. That's a good one.
They'll relate to that 100%.
Let's shoot that into the galaxy. See if we have any takers.
Are you a flat earther?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No.
Are you a flat earther?
No.
Because that's a weird thing to be. No offense if anyone in the corner is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we've been talking a lot about conspiracy.
Are there weird though? I mean, really, we've never driven in a circle, really, have we?
Personally, I haven't. I can't drive across the ocean.
And when we drive, it's flat, right?
It is always flat.
It's always flat.
You can convince us of anything.
Yeah.
This is my point. We were talking about this the other day. We were talking about all the conspiracy theories going around.
Yeah.
Did we ever land on the moon?
Did we?
Yes.
I don't know. 10 years ago.
I doubt that too. I'm just saying.
I don't know. But with all the conspiracies that are floating out there, 10 years ago, I would have said, you're silly. You're out of your friggin' mind.
Yeah.
Now, I believe anything's possible.
Yeah.
I believe anything now. I also believe that anything is possible, that they were tricking us the whole time.
For sure.
But there's also things that are possible that you never. I went to the Vatican the other day, and I had the opportunity to go into the libraries of the Vatican. That's like 4 stories down under the Vatican.
How'd you get in there?
I got friends in low places.
So how did that feel?
It was me
That's a
and
powerful-
Kimball Musk and a whole bunch of us. We were there for the Jubilee and the Pope and all that, and we had an opportunity. And one of the stories is like, AI has been here hundreds of years from before, and it shocked me. And it's written in those books that I couldn't touch, by the way, because they're that old, but there were copies of it.
Wow.
And it was like,
Did they give you
Yes.
examples and tell you about
Solar was there years and years ago, and I was like, how? And then there are books on this all over. My wife is more into it than I am, but it kind of shocked me. So when in hearing that from so many hundreds of years ago, and I'm sitting down there like, what was here from before that we don't know is here, and then you see all, like they're saying a lot of things that we think is the first is not the first, and it's kind of a way because you ever done some things back in your day, and then this is this new jock come and say he's the first to ever do this. Like, why? Because we didn't have internet and Facebook and Instagram. You felt it wasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a situation like that where things was done, but we just didn't know.
We'll never know. But it's great to have that fantasy, that imagination.
Yeah. I just think that there's a lot of things now that's gonna make your life easier. You better go to the gym because you're gonna be just sitting at your house not doing jack.
We're gonna get fused to the chairs like in Wall-E.
Dude, everything is just like AI this, AI that. You don't use your brain. I tell you what, you lose your phone right now, you can't remember your phone number.
You're right.
I'm guaranteeing you.
Back in the day, we knew everybody's phone number. Now, in case of emergency, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
No idea.
No.
Yeah, I left my phone home the other day, and I had to make a call. I couldn't.
You can't.
I didn't even know who to call to get a number for a call.
Yeah, you just can't.
I don't know. I know the number that we had at my house when I was growing up.
Let me tell you something. I wrote something for someone the other day. I was writing a hand letter, and I looked at it and I was like, I can't send this. That's the worst handwriting I've ever seen in my life. I can't even. Just worse than doctors handwriting it.
Well, this one over here.
Oh, you can't read. Look at my handwriting.
She writes stuff and she doesn't know what she's writing.
Yeah.
Can you read it?
No. What is that?
It says, still close with Sting.
Oh, I would never seen that.
And this says,
I can see that part. But this one right here, I would have never made that up. That looked like a 2-year-old art drawing art.
But think about it.
You was drawing, you weren't writing.
It's bad.
But think about how we have evolved or devolved, however you want to put it. That what's now called your coccyx used to be your tailbone. And that slowly just disappeared.
I didn't know about none of that.
That's why you have a tailbone, because it used to be connected to something.
I had no idea.
Are you scared of AI at all or no?
No, I embrace it because I think what AI is going to do is it's going to get rid of mediocrity. So that mediocre artist or mediocre person is gone. Take, for instance, if you're doing, say, the AI surgeon. Okay? So you're going to have these robots doing surgery on you. Right? It's going to be precise. You know what I mean? For you to beat AI, you're going to have to be above average for you to beat it. You know what I mean? We have a thing that because you have a mechanic, you got good mechanics and bad mechanics, right? But they're still a mechanic. Their title is still a mechanic. Same thing with doctors. You got good doctors and bad doctors. We think that because they went to college and they said doctor, they're supposed to be smart. You know what I mean? And they make mistakes. Well, when you hear doctor the next time, it's going to be a guy who has mastered that craft. I think that's what AI forces you to do. It's just like music. At one point, the bridge was gone. You didn't hear Bridget's song, no. Now, you ever listen to those AI songs? They sound pretty damn good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And after a while, you're going to be able to have to top that. Be real good to where you now, because it can't feel. You're not going to get the feel from the song. You'll hear it, you know what I mean? And sonically it will sound good. But it's something that you're going to feel. There's music you hear and music you feel. Music you feel comes from experience and pain. You know what I'm saying? That you put that on record. AI can't do that. So you're going to have to beat AI now to be above that. And music's just going to be better.
Never thought of it that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
I stay fighting with my ChatGPT and Claude. We're in a forever war.
Forever.
She's fighting with her AI.
It's wrong all the time.
Yeah, but do you have it? Is it like your personal friend now? Because my wife talks to it like a person every day. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
We got there for a minute. And then I caught her lying to me, and I was done with it. Now we just fight all the time. It's like a real relationship.
It lies to you?
Yes. You can catch it and lies all the time.
Right.
Oh, really?
Not always right. No.
Because it doesn't know everything.
I'm not an AI person. I'm not on it like that. No,
You're better off without it.
Yeah, probably.
I'll get into all the things we fought about when we're not on the air because that'll just take us down another road.
Oh wow, you go down a rabbit hole. Oh my God.
We have a lot of.
Are you an AI? You have one of them things.
I have to. But I understand the importance of AI in certain situations. You know, but I'm cool with it.
I still like to be in touch with life too. You know, and just do things the old-fashioned way. That's part of getting older. Also, you try to smell the roses and just be in that moment. Yeah.
Look at that. The words of Shaggy. You know what? I want to go back and listen to this interview again and again. You've nailed some things down tightly today, and I like that.
It's growth, man, and then you go through a bunch of changes. You know, the person you are now is not the same person you were 5 years ago. And will not be the same person next 5 years.
I don't mean to play top that, but I'm not the same person I was 5 minutes ago because of things you said in this room.
Well, that's good because we all evolve.
Isn't that great?
And we got to also be okay with closing chapters. That's a big one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a good one though.
It's a good one.
It's not that hard, really. It's block. Yeah, it's easy.
That's easier than I thought.
I'm telling you what, and I tell you what, if you go block and the person's still calling you 5-6 times, you should be like, damn, it's a good thing I blocked that person. Because if you block me and I call you 2 or 3 times and you don't answer, I get the message. You know, there are changes in life and I'm one of the changes.
Good God.
It's good. You know, I mean, it's cool.
I'm never going to block Shaggy, ever.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to give you a reason to block me. But if I do, I would hope you do.
Have I given you a reason to block me?
No, absolutely
I
not.
work harder.
That's why you're not blocked. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
wait, Shaggy.
But
You can't block me because I live on the next block.
Hey man,
No.
close a chapter, man. It's open another one is not that hard, and it's growth.
Shaggy's album is Lottery. It comes out May 15th, but Looking Lovely is out now.
Yes,
You wanna
Robin
hit it?
Thicke. Yo, you know how it goes right now. We on Z100, Elvis Duran in the morning. Yeah, by the way, he's syndicated, so it could be any one of y'all city, not just Z100 in the morning.
Thanks for explaining that.
You know what I'm saying? So make sure you turn your car radio up. If your car's convertible, put the top down and jam to this one. Brand new Shaggy and Robin Thicke. Looking Lovely. Ladies, this one is for you. Hey!
You gotta push the button.
Z100.
You gotta push the button.
What button am I
This
pressing?
right here. Push that button right here.
There you go. We got it playing right here.